Just a quick summary of the main differences between a modular example and an example. So you have, I'm opening up here a collection set scene. They have a modular example. So for example, this one is a modular example. You can see when I select its prefab, it's in the modular examples, prefabs, and inside it, here, you can see you have all the modules. This gives you a lot of advantages. You can move, rotate these modules. You can delete them. You can add to them. You can change their color. And these modules are nested. So each one of these modules, if I select it, you'll find it in the prefabs modules folder. Each one of these modules, you can, if I make changes to this one, it will automatically change here. This one. If I make changes to this one, all can automatically change, which is absolutely great. So if you don't have performance constraints, this is the one to go. Now I also added this one you have here inside examples. This one is not made out of modules, it's made out of a mesh. You could, some people say baked mesh, but technically it's a single mesh. It's just one object which is attached. In contrast, this one is made of multiple objects, multiple meshes. You can see the number of game objects. Because this one has a much more higher number of game objects, this makes a slight performance effect. So let me, for example, let me show you the difference. I had to test it so that you can see the results and judge for yourself. I actually tested the modular examples, baked examples, all sorts of examples. Let me show you this one. So for example, this one, never mind how it looks like. This is the night eye examples. All the prefabs, they are duplicated 100 prefab. And all of these are examples. Let me hit play and let's watch the statistics. So you can see here, we have about 60 frames per second, 15 milliseconds, and about 200 something batches. All right? You can remember this number. These are the examples, 100. Let me try the modular examples. And let's hit play now. See, it's almost the same, but it has a lot of, from the frame rate, but it has a lot more patches. Its patches are around 2,000, which is a lot more. But you can see, depending on your game, you might not have too many spaceships in your scene, so it wouldn't make, let's say, a big, effect on the frames per second. So I suggest if you are using modular examples, just use modular examples. If you feel that you need the extra performance, maybe you're building a game for mobile or Switch, you might consider using the examples only. I mean, if you don't, or you can consider baking them. I'll make another video tutorial on how you can attach your mesh. In short, you can attach your mesh either by exporting to FBX here or taking it into a 3D software or using something like Mesh Baker in another tutorial. But let's see what happens when I increase. Let's say you have 2,000, which I don't know if someone will have 2,000 spaceships in their game. I doubt it, but let's see. So now you see the batches are about 60,000, 10 frames per second. And, let's compare this one with the example. Let's try to remember. 10 frames per second, 60,000 batches. Oops, I need to duplicate to make it 2,000 first. So you can see you have twice as much the frame rate and the number of batches significantly less. But you can see it's like a worst case scenario. So you now have some idea about the differences in performance between examples and modular examples. So if you make your own modular example, just to be aware of the limitations. As I said, if you want to take these into Blender, just very quickly, for example, let me select an example. You can either take this mesh file into Blender, or you can take these modules file, the mesh located inside meshes. You can take the modules file into Blender and build your own mesh there, combine it and send it. you can take the example into Blender and combine it and send it. Or if you built, let me open up if you built your own prefab from modules, you can export to FBX. To export to FBX, you can go to Package Manager and find inside the Unity registry FBX exporter. Install that one, and then you can export into FBX and take into your 3D model, into your modeling software. And lastly, you have tools like Meshbaker, which can do it for you. You can assemble all of the scene. Actually, Meshbaker is useful for improving performance in a lot of games. I think I have it installed somewhere here. Let me see. You have something like Meshbaker, and you put all of your modules, and then you simply bake into prefab if you have the full version, or bake into scene asset if you have. Meshbaker is a different topic in a different tutorial.